This is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm going to go at 14, and it reads, And it shall be as a chaste roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall, and they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto him shall fall by the sword. That's right. And first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, and blessings to the elect. And when I'm getting into the race wars and the up and coming troubles and things of that nature that's getting ready to come upon the earth, and a lot of people, you know, and you can see it's ramping up. You know, you got attacks on the Palestinians, attacks on the Israel, on Israelis. You know what I'm saying? And so these things are going to hypen up a little more and more. You know, pretty soon, it's going to spread all over. You know, soon it's going to be attacks on so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans as well. Because the so-called white man, once he go into that fucking killer mode, he don't give a fuck who if you ain't right, you ain't right. You know what I'm saying? He's coming after anybody that's not Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the Edomite character. Characteristics, look at the look, the color, he's going to come after you, man. So this devil is getting ready to ramp up, and he's going to go crazy like a wild man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get, this is Revelation 12:12, and it reads, and I go over this a lot, and it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. That's right. So this devil knows he got a short time, man. He ain't got much longer to go. So all these terrorist attacks and things of that nature are starting to pick up more and more. Not terrorist attack. I mean, what they call racial motive crime or whatever. I can't think of the name they call it. Race crime or whatever it is. A race. It's all about it's, I forgot the name they call it. If you do something against another racial motivated or whatever the case is. But those things are ramping up more and more. You seen them guys shoot these 3 Palestinian men. Some guys shot these 3 Palestinian men, and this thing is going to ramp up even more, man. This is just the beginning of this shit that's getting ready to come on the earth, man. This is the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon you're going to see it ramp up more and more. And Esau is going to help push that, man, because Esau is going to, he's going to, once the so-called white man find out it's fair game to come after you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, he's going all out, man. He ain't putting no brakes down. He's coming after you know what I'm saying? So it's only a matter of time before all this break loose, man. We see it every day on the TV. Let me see, on the news, watching the brothers from Chicago, just finished watching them. Oops. Let me see. I seen something about it's just one of.
After last month's massive solar flare added a 25th hour to the day, businesses are wondering, what should we do?
The FBI says these men, fueled by racist hate, plotted mass murder.
How it is now.
The time for violent revolution is now.
Patrick Jordan Matthews and Brian Mark Lemley Jr. are admitted members of the white supremacist group, The Base. Here's Matthews wearing a gas mask, calling for a race war.
If you want the white race to survive, you're going to have to do your part.
ABC News has obtained this newly released video as well as audio evidence from the case. The men had been under investigation for possible domestic extremism, but in December 2019, the FBI obtained a court order allowing them to secretly place a surveillance camera and microphone in the men's Delaware home.
We need to go back to the days of decimating blacks and getting rid of them wherever they stand.
The two were arrested in January 2020, just before the FBI claims they intended to launch their civil war by attacking a gun rally in Richmond, Virginia.
While the Virginia situation is happening, make other...
Like we said, man, these devils, man, they're going to come after you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans real soon. Slack you, man.
things happen. Derail some rail lines. Great, let's shut down the rest of the roads. You know, you can kick off the economic collapse of the U.S. within a week.
The FBI believes the men, who both had military training, had the means to carry out the plot, discovering 1,500 rounds of ammunition, firearms, and tactical gear. Both pleaded guilty to gun charges in June and were each sentenced to 9 years in prison last week. The threat of white supremacy...
And there you got it, you know. Like we say, man, all this is getting ready to come down to place. Hold on. Hey. It's like my dog's playing with this goddamn duck. Wow. Yeah, like we say, you know, this devil's getting ready to come down because he knows he has but a short time, man. It's only a matter of time before all this shit we talking about us, you know. And though this video was 2 years ago, how much more? You think they just stopped? It's a whole bunch of these motherfuckers got this in mind, man. They ready to start this thing up, man. Let me get this thing is ready to get cracking, man. Let me get you know. I'm gonna start at 14. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 15. I'm starting at 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." That's right. Woe, man, because terrible times. Woe means destruction. Woe is coming to this world, man. Terrible times, man. And we warning you, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This thing is about to ramp up, man. Horrible times are coming, man. Like you never seen before. Like it says in the Bible, man. A time of trouble like never before. And you see these devils are ramping up with these guns, these weapons, these military style weapons, and they getting ready to come down on you, man. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is ramping up real fast, man. And you don't think these two men they just showed on this clip I just had, don't think they're the only one. There's a lot of law enforcement, military personnel, and lawyers, doctors, so on and so forth, that's all in gear, ready to go to war against you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Little do you know, and a lot of you guys don't, a lot of you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you clueless. You got your head in the sand. You think just because, you know, Bob at your job fucking share fucking, a little fucking gift with you at work because they trading gifts, or he bought you something at this, you know, whatever. He got this, you know, this he's tolerating you. Because Jake is a fucking simple-ass nigga. He think because the so-called white man smiled or shake his hand, oh, he's not racist. He shook my hand. You a fucking idiot, man. A lot of you blacks are going to get what's coming to you, man. You guys are fucking stupid, man. They look at the so-called white man. If white man buy him something or share something with, or he's sitting with a so-called black woman, he don't think the white man is racist. That's the furthest thing from the truth, man. The so-called white man will date a white woman and cut your motherfucking throat, man, and kill you, call you a nigger, and fucking, he hates you, man. We can't go over this enough, and we can't tell you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, we telling you we're blue in the face that this guy's the devil. You can't tell a nigga nothing. It says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Slack it. Hold on. Put it up. Get back. Wait till I get on the damn thing and then start that shit. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's right. You know, that's getting ready to come down the pipe, man. And then on there, they's talking about, these guys were talking about, I'm fucking with the, I'm gonna go back to the video and look at it again while slacking.
Supremacy is a
See what they was talking about. Here we go.
While the Virginia situation is happening, make other things happen. Derail some rail lines. Great, let's shut down the rest of the roads. You know, you can kick off the economic collapse of the U.S. within a week.
The FBI believes
See, this devil said he can kick this thing off within a week. And then, like I said, once that start happening, martial law is going to kick in. You know, all this is going to kick in. Once these devils start doing this, you know, it's going to enact the military. Because they're not, then they're going to, you know, their terrorist thing is going to go flying out. Everybody's going to be a domestic terrorist until proven otherwise. And how you're going to be proven otherwise is that you're going to have to take that MOTB. You're going to have to be branded by the so-called white man. He's going to make you take that MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, whatever it is, a tracking device that he's going to plant under your skin. And he's going to tell you that's the only way we can tell if you're a terrorist or not. Because now we know your name, we know who you are, we can track you, so we won't worry about you. We won't, they'll give you all the good reasons why this thing is safe and good for you. Because we out to do, kidnapping kids. They're going to have all the good stories about it. But at the end of the day, this thing is meant for one reason and one reason only. And that's to enslave you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because once you take this device, you telling the Most High you don't trust him. You took this so-called white man as your God. He's your power, so on and so forth. So you're gonna have to fight the urge to take that, man. You got to be willing to go a day or two without food or whatever the case may be. You might have to go. You might have to die. You got to be willing to do that, man. And Lord willing, He put the Spirit on us to have the strength to go through the things that we have to do to avoid taking that goddamn RFID chip, that mark of the beast. But this devil is going to bring this noise. He's going to bring it. And not only the ones that's talking about these race wars, these are just pieces of the puzzle this devil got. These are just pawns. He don't give a he don't even give a fuck about them. He uses them for one reason only, to get his fucking agenda going. So once these little peons, these simple Joes, these fucking racists, with all these guns and shit ready to fight, once they get activated, Esau can come on in with his plan. He want this to happen. He can't wait till these fuckers do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? The only reason he'll stop it now is because these motherfuckers are moving too soon. He don't want the shit to break out now because Esau's plan is not, he want his plan to go a certain way. So, yeah. And it says, a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able. That's right. Because they're going to, like I said, they're going to have these 15-minute cities and shit like that. All this shit going to be broken down, man. We don't know how this shit is going to come about, how this thing is going to go. But we know that the so-called white man is going to start havoc. And people are not going to want to hate you. If you don't know a motherfucker, he don't look, if he ain't your kind, you ain't going to go around him. And then Esau's going to get that cracking. Watch and see. Watch when you niggas start marching and shit over somebody that got shot by a police or what you, in your eyes, wrongfully killed by some Edomite or some other motherfucker. You're going to go out there marching doing this shit. And Esau going to lay a lot of you down, man. Straight up and down. He's going to do that. Terrorist attack is going to go up to an all-time high. Because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed. Men shall be afraid, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's right. And that's going to be on an everyday level. This is not talking about no goddamn white supremacists or no goddamn, skinheads or whatever. This is on every motherfucker going to turn to you. Any motherfucker that you don't know is going to be an enemy to you, man. Even the motherfuckers you know is going to be an enemy. So it's going to be a cold, cold world out here, So we just telling you, man. So I just wanted to go into that, man. And all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakaka Akwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom.